Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my Tish Art. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I hope you're having a really great start to your week. If anything exciting has happened, any good news, please feel free to comment below and share it with me in the comments. I'd love to engage with you guys and hear some of what you guys are excited about, because today on Tiny Painting Tuesday, we are going to talk about something that's really exciting and some really big news that I am so happy that I get to share with you guys. So, I mean, it's probably self-explanatory, as you can see from the title, but today we're kind of going to talk about it and go into a little bit of detail about it, and stick around till the end because there are opportunities for free stuff. So stay tuned. So before we get started, I figured we would do this week just a little bit differently for the sake of I have a deadline and I want to be respectful of it. So rather than doing a tiny painting and finishing a complete painting from start to finish today, I figured you guys would be okay if I worked on one of the pet portraits that I'm working on. So right now, you might have seen this in the background of some of the videos on my easel, but I'm working on this pet portrait right now. I'll put it on this side. This is Bella. I'll put her picture here so you guys can kind of see a comparison. And this is something that I'm working on now, and I really just want to be respectful of time, so I'm gonna focus on this today, spend my time doing this, and this will kind of segue into the topic for today. So I hope you guys are okay with this. If not, leave a comment and be like, don't do that. Please just do what you said you were gonna do and put a new tiny painting out, and I will totally 1,000,000% understand. But for today, this is what we're gonna do. If you're mad at me, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So as you can see from the title, my big exciting news is I'm gonna be at an art show! So in my first video, my About Me video, I talk about how my art business, Artstagram journey started because of an art show that I went to support a friend, and then talked about how as things went on for me, I got invited to do the same art show. Well, I got invited back, so this year I will be participating in the Raw Stellar Show in downtown Minneapolis at the Pourhouse. It's on November 6th, and so today I'm just gonna kind of go more into detail about what Raw is, what my experience with Raw is, talk about what I did last year, what my concept is for this year. And remember, stick around till the end. There's some opportunity for some free stuff. So here we go. Okay, so if you haven't seen my first video about me, I'll put a link there. But if you haven't seen my first video and haven't heard of Raw before, I'll kind of just go into a little bit about what their organization is. So Raw is an organization made for artists, by artists. They do a lot of kind of like, think of like just like a pop-up show. It's like a pop-up art show, and they do it in all different cities across the nation. And at these art shows, they find local artists in the city and then invite them to be in the show. You can also apply to be in Raw shows, but like I said, it's an organization for artists, by artists, and it gives them an opportunity to make connections, meet other artists, share their work with people on like a higher scale or a bigger platform. And it's just a really fun night, and they have all different sorts of art. They've got visual art, which is me painting, drawing, things like that. They've got ceramics, they've got jewelry, they've got clothing, like fashion designers, so they'll do a fashion show. They've got dancers, singers, like spoken word. People do live painting, everything. Anything art you can think of, they probably have it there. And so it's just a really exciting opportunity. And the first time I was invited to an art show, I had the time of my life. But I got recognized because initially when I was doing my art page, I was strictly doing pet portraits. And so I got recognized for my pet portraits, and my entire display, not the entire, the majority of my display was of different pet portraits that I had been working on that year. And so that was really exciting. I got a lot of engagement. I got a lot of clients from that. And it was just overall like a really fun, exciting, validating experience and opportunity for me. I talked a little bit about this in my first video, but I just remember feeling during and after that show like I was doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing in that moment, and that's the first time I felt like I was kind of like fulfilling what my purpose is in the most cliche way I could think of saying it. The way that Raw works, or the way that Raw is set up, is that the organization does not take any money, any profit, any percentage of anything that you sell at the show. And so you come, you're required to sell a certain number of tickets, and then once you meet that ticket requirement, then they pay you for any extra tickets that you sell. So if you guys want to come help your girl out, you're more than welcome. Link will be in the description box. And it ends up being kind of like a really profitable, fun, and exciting experience for the artist. Like at no point did I feel like I was being taken advantage of. At no point did I feel like they were trying to like make a profit off of me. It really and truly felt like they were just providing a platform for artists like myself to share their work, make connections, and do what they love in like a really awesome, local, affordable way. So last year, a majority of my display was of pet portraits. And this year, I don't think I'm going to do that, solely because I've kind of strayed away from doing so many pet portraits. The reason being that they take a really long time for me. Sometimes I get, I would say overwhelmed, or feel a lot of pressure because I want it to look good. Like my dog, Oliver, is the cutest, most amazing dog I have ever met in my life. And I think if I trusted someone and was spending money for someone to recreate him on a canvas, like I would want nothing short of perfection, because my dog is perfect. You know what I mean? And so I felt, which was pressure I put on myself, but I felt a lot of pressure to do them perfectly, get them right. And so it became kind of overwhelming and stressful for me to do pet portraits at the frequency that I was doing them. And so while I still do pet portraits, I don't accept them nearly as often. And so for this year's show, I'm not gonna have a full display of pet portraits. I might try and have like a booklet of all of the ones that I've done in the past. But what I want to focus on this time around is my tiny paintings, because these are really fun for me. I'm really excited to do them. They're new. I can do a bunch of different types of things on tiny painting canvases. And so I'm just really excited to showcase like that part of my work. And so if you guys have seen any tiny paintings on here or on my Instagram that you might be interested, just leave a comment below and I'll try and paint more to present at the show, because your feedback is really important to me, and I feel like you guys kind of know what's up. You know what's cool, you know what's dope. So like let me know which ones your favorites are, and I'll do those for the show, you know? This year, the Raw show is on November 6th. It's at 7 p.m. That's a Wednesday. It's at Pourhouse downtown, and I think that's just where they're gonna have all of their Minneapolis shows. Last year, it was huge. Like, I didn't realize how many people had shown up but I was just like caught in my own little bubble, and apparently there were over 800 people that showed up to the show last year, which is amazing and like mind-blowing. I just remember being like, oh my God, all these people are here for me, which stupid, because I think there's like 40 plus artists. I might have made that up. I want to say 40. If my memory's serving me right, I want to say there were like 44 artists last year. And yeah, we filled the Pourhouse. People were saying that it was back to back, bumper to bumper traffic in there. The line was around the corner. And so if you're looking for a fun date night, if you're looking for a fun thing to do on a Wednesday, if you just want to support local art, if you just love art, if you're looking for a new tiny painting for your home, come check your girl out and all of the other amazing artists that are going to be there. So, without being redundant, put this in your calendar right now. I'm gonna give you a minute, get your phone out, get your planner, go to your fridge and write it on your calendar. November 6th, 7 p.m. It's a Wednesday at the Pourhouse downtown. So tickets are on sale right now. They will be on sale up until the art show online. Tickets are cheaper if you purchase them online rather than at the door. And so if it's something that you're interested in, something that you want to attend, something that you want to do to support me, I would suggest buying tickets as soon as possible just to make sure that you get them at the discounted price. I don't want you to have to pay more if you don't have to. And as just a little special something to thank you guys for your support, to just show you how much I appreciate you, the first person who buys a ticket online using my link and then comments on this video saying, "See you at the Pourhouse," gets a free tiny painting print of their choice, any tiny painting print, past, present, or future. The first 15 people to buy a ticket through my link will get put into a raffle to have the opportunity to win a discounted pet portrait just in time for Christmas. So if you have a friend, a loved one who would love a portrait of their pet, if you would love a portrait of your pet, I offer pet portraits in sizes 5x7, 8x8, 8x10, and 9x12. Anything higher than that, we can talk about it, but the first 15 people to buy a ticket online to the art show using my link will be put into a raffle to win an opportunity to get a discounted pet portrait just in time for Christmas. I'm only gonna do one other pet portrait, so if I've talked to you and we've made an agreement and I'm painting a pet portrait for you, this does not include you. If we have not discussed pet portraits, I'm only doing one more in time for Christmas. So if it's something that you've been thinking about, something that you're interested in, this is a really great opportunity to get a pet portrait for yourself, for a family member, for a friend at a discount. Support local art, support me, and be a good person. If you have any questions at all about the art show, about the raffle, about free stuff, leave a comment, DM me on Instagram, text me if you have my number. Yeah. That is it. If you guys are interested, when I'm finished, I will post a completed portrait of baby Bella on my Instagram. So you can follow me on Instagram at @itishart to see new art, to hear all the latest updates, to support me, to vote on what we talk about and what we paint on Tiny Painting Tuesday, and to just, you know, have some good content roll up on your phone a few times a week. I try to do it daily, but I never do, so yeah. Anyway, Pourhouse, downtown, November 6th, 7 p.m. It's a Wednesday. Be there, be square. So excited. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for being here with me every single week. I could not, would not, should not, could not be here without you. So again, thank you. I appreciate your support way more than you know. Stay tuned for next week's video. It's gonna be a good one. Bye, friends.